resolution. Post more. Yeah, so yes, you're right. Only if they do you right. That's a good point. Now, what I'm not saying is that you should be a person that, goes to work every day, collects their paycheck on Friday, walks out with their head hanging down, just to hand your paycheck to your wife. Of course not. I don't mean that. What I am saying, well, if she's your wife, you all for shared finances, so, I don't know, maybe that's a little bit too specific. But what I do mean is this. There is nothing wrong with buying dope gifts for your woman. That's dope. Who cares if they like it? So some girl likes a Prada bag or Hermes, whatever, or they like jewelry or whatever. Girls love diamonds for their industrial uses. I don't know, whatever they like it for. I don't know. But they like diamonds. So get them some diamonds. That's dope. Because she's going to wear those diamonds. Earrings, necklaces, fucking bracelets, whatever. And they're going to wear those bags. And they're going to wear the dress. And they're going to wear whatever. And they're going to be walking out of their little feet around in the world. And people are going to be looking at them. And they're going to go, oh shit, I couldn't afford that woman. And they'd be right. They'd be right. And I think if you're going to buy that stuff for them, they're going to wear it. And then that's your girl. That's your girl. That's a representation of you. People are going to know, oh, that's such and such's girlfriend or wife or whatever. And if she's rocking some dope, expensive shit, that's sick. That makes you look dope. She's driving around it doesn't have to be a supercar necessarily, but it could be like a G-Wagon or Aston Martin SUV, something like that. Like a nice ride. She's driving that around. People will recognize the car. And they'll be like, that's such and such's girlfriend. That's such and such's wife. And that's a flex. That's a real flex. You got a fine woman, dripped out, gussied up, dolled up with dope ass shit that you bought her, Hermes bag, diamond chain, necklace, Tiffany bracelet, rings and adornments. People complain about that shit, but if she's walking around with that stuff, that's obviously your woman. And people will know that shit. And it's kind of a flex. Even the men will say, oh, and people argue about that. And it's what else would it be? Let's say, and there's brackets to this, okay? There's levels to everything. But what else could it be? Let's put it middle class. You're driving a Corvette and she's driving a Corolla? What do you want? You see what I'm saying? Do you want your girl? Doesn't it make you, as a man, look bad if your woman is driving around a Corolla to the grocery store, to Air One or something, and then you saved up a bit and got yourself a Corvette? Or the higher levels even than that. I know guys that are they refuse to give their women money and as a point of principle because it makes them feel like a simp or whatever. But what is the alternative? You drive a supercar and then she drives a Honda Civic. You get what I'm saying? Don't you think as a man that makes you look bad? If your wife is walking around with their stuff not did? So you should pay for that. You see, by extension, that shows the class and quality of a man that you are. If she's walking around and her nails aren't done and her hair's not done and she has some stupid cheap bag, some stupid cheap clothes, right? Don't you think as a man that makes you look bad? You get me? Because people know. You don't live in a vacuum. Even in big cities, people know people. All right. So if people know that's your girlfriend. People will tell you, hey, I saw your girlfriend, whatever. Imagine you get that call and then she's walking around the world looking dusty. Doesn't that make you look bad as a man? Don't you see that? Don't you get it? But if she's walking around looking prime, she's just decked the fuck out, that's sick. That's a cool thing for you. That means you must be really about it. So if she's looking clean and put together well, and she's got good taste and she's got the expensive stuff, that must mean you are a success. Don't you get it? Don't you see? So why are you upset that she wants nice stuff? Why do you think that that makes her some sort of gold digger or whatever? If anything, that's a reflection of who you are, a projection of who you are, and that makes you look like a baller or a G or whatever in term of endearment, whatever. You just look dope. So I take it from me, boys. You want your woman walking around dope because that's a flex for you. And that doesn't mean just she should put on a nice dress when your company meeting. I don't mean that. I mean specifically, she should, when you're not around, when she's out living her life, she's got the bag, she's got the necklace, she's got the rings, she's got the Tiffany bracelet, she's got the shoes, she's got the outfit. It's all done and it looks prime. And unless she's killing the game, financially speaking, you should be just providing it. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Because that makes you look dope when you're not around. Because the world also exists when you're not around. Okay? Trust me. It's a massive flex to have your girl decked out. Trust me. Okay. Competing and winning in capitalism isn't success. Okay. All right. Go compete in whatever else then. I'm competing in the real world out here, and let me tell you, when you start dating, and y'all getting together, you're deciding that you're gonna evolve this relationship from a casual thing to a more serious thing, where things are moving in a direction of kids, family, stuff like that. Let me tell you, sis Trish, that diapers ain't cheap, college ain't cheap, wet nurses ain't cheap, rent ain't cheap, food ain't cheap, it's all expensive. It's fucking all expensive, okay? And not only do you have to provide for all those whippersnappers, kids that you have, but you also need to yourself look the part. You need to be a guy that is well put together, can communicate well with others, adds value to the marketplace. Okay, so that you can keep earning money, because all that shit, that aforementioned stuff I just said, ain't cheap, and it keeps getting more expensive. It's more expensive by the time I finish this sentence. It's more expensive now than it was one sentence ago because of inflation, and it's always going up. So by the way, we're just earning and earning and earning. So you got to keep yourself put together. And also, you live in a society, and if your woman isn't put together, it makes you look that you're secretly not put together too. Do you understand? Do you get it? Okay? So y'all both still got to look good. Y'all both still got to go out into the world and socialize in the community that you live in. And also, all that stuff for the family ain't cheap. So, yeah, capitalism, whatever. It is capitalistic. Welcome to America, at least. And for us, it ain't cheap. So you need money. All right? So you got to make money. So if you're put together well, that might attract business. If your woman's put together well as well, that attract more business. And also, it's a flex for you to have your woman be flexing too. So being upset that your woman has her wants nice things is ridiculous. Okay. Let's see here. Where were we? Hey, there you have. I've been looking for you. Can I pay you to mentor me? Not really doing that thing. Yeah, sorry, the lighting is a little weird. The sunset's so early now, and usually I have like a backdrop. It's nice. I get this like ring light that just reflects my skin. It's so crazy. Whatever. It's all right. We'll do the best we can with what we got. Folks, I agree. Both should look good. Yeah, of course you should. Of course you should. Doesn't and that's just the case. Could you imagine, even just for yourself, to be like just a disheveled looking individual? It hurts you in life. Being put together helps so much. Helps if you have a job, it helps at your job. If you're a business owner trying to get clients, it helps in that. Just socializing well and economically, being put together well helps. If you're a business owner, particularly you're wheeling and dealing, you're mingling with folks, whatever. Your wife should look good too. And I just simply don't see the point in complaining that your wife wants nice stuff or your girlfriend wants nice stuff. Who cares? And of course they do. So who cares? Girls, even single girls saying, I want these things. Now, I'm not saying that you should be a simp and then just give these people stuff. just for free, just for their attention. That's not cool. Like, obviously, you need to have some intelligence and don't be taken advantage of. But besides that, though, you should want to adorn your woman in nice things. The end. Hope that helps. That's up. Hey guys, sorry Instagram, I'm just reading the TikTok comments. I'll get to both of you though, I promise you. I'm in my 20s, recently got a master's, work in tech, but cannot find someone on my intellectual level. Yeah, well, here's the thing, especially guys that have their master's, work in tech. Oftentimes, people that are in those fields overvalue how smart they are. They think that they're so smart that nobody stimulates them, you know, and that's tough. You might have recently have been the smartest person in the room, or what you think you are, and then you meet people that you come across that you could go, wow, they're kind of intelligent too, and you're taken aback. You're like, well, you can tell that they're smart, and it takes you back because you're not used to seeing that in your small world. And the thing is like, first of all, most people aren't as smart as they think they are, even if you're educated. And second of all, the answer is you just need to start moving in other circles too. That's it, bro. Trust me, I have a master's degree in mathematics. I worked in national defense for 7 years, building weapons for the government for a long time. Believe me, I've been in your shoes. Believe me. I'm also telling you that I've sort of outgrown that mentality that I also had. Let's see here. Don't date tech bros. Yeah, tech bros is just, they, spend a lot of time in front of a computer. I do too. It is what it is. Russell, what state are you originally from? Okay, I live in Beverly Hills now. I'm in California now, but I'm from South Carolina. That's where I went to college, by the way. What are you listening to? This is a piano station that I play in my house. Kind of inspires me. I play the piano too. It's like right there. It's a love-hate relationship. I can play some things pretty well, other things I can't. And sometimes when I just listen to music in the house sort of subtly, it's not always rap, guys. It kind of inspires me to play, or kind of makes me think of new things I might want to play, something like that. I'm trying to compose more, but that's just a hobby. It's hard to keep up with, to be honest. What college? Charleston. Whoop, sorry. Hey man, do you have neck rolls? Do I have neck rolls? That's why I don't date. Ladies, take what you need and run. Chris, take what you need and run. That's why I don't date. Ladies, take what you need and run. I'm sorry, Chris, I don't understand what you're saying. Beautiful home, thank you. Do you ever come to Colorado? I was literally just in Colorado 3 weeks ago. I was skiing in Aspen this season. I'm on Instagram too. Yep, I totally knocked over my thing. Sorry, guys, it's all out of whack. I totally was just there. I was skiing in Aspen. I was there right before the season began, which I like, by the way. It's too crowded otherwise. And sorry, Instagram. Sorry, I know you guys are out of whack. Okay, there we go. I like, by the way. It's a lot of fun. Take a group up there. It's cool. Got sick as hell though. I got hella sick. Oh God, I messed up my damn position on that. There. Okay. Now we're good. Come skiing in Idaho. I went to Aspen and was not impressed. I like Aspen. I like it a lot. But also, there's a season for everything. Hi, how are you? I'm great. Hello from Pittsburgh. Hello. Hella sick. Yeah, I got hella sick. Have you been to Norway? No, I haven't been to Norway, but I really want to go to Norway, actually. Have you ever been to Ohio? No. I've flown into Ohio, the airport, I think, a long time ago. You smell good. Okay, thanks. Why did you leave South Carolina? Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I was one of those guys that, like, when I grew up in a really small town. Just a poor, small town. And I always felt, for me at least, like a really small fish. Or I'm sorry, yeah, small fish in a small pond. And then I felt like as I got older, I was like, well, this is fine for me. And then I was going to just stay there and do all these things. My grandfather actually, at the time, when around the age of the end of high school, so like 17, 18, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna start a pizza place. Actually, I wanted to start a Domino's franchise and make pizzas in my small town. That was from, and my grandfather pulled me aside. He said, "You're not gonna make real money doing this. Like, so you're just gonna go to college." And I was always smart. I was always made good grades, whatever. And so he kind of had a come to Jesus conversation about it, and he was right. He was right. Rest in peace. He's been a big influence for me, and he encouraged me to apply to go to college, which I did. I ended up getting a full ride. I studied STEM, physics and math, for the whole time in undergrad. He paid for my housing, but I had a full ride, so it was sort of supplemental. And then, I started building weapons for the government after that. And then, for me, the moving away from South Carolina, because I went to college there, was a natural thing. Like I just followed where the work took me. That's what happened. And then ever since I've sort of, things have sort of evolved from there. But that's why I left. The cups really elevate your suit. Oh, thanks. These were a gift, actually. Do you ever come to Denver? No. I was there, actually, around Thanksgiving, like I said, because I was going to Aspen, but that's it. Northrop Grumman, yeah, that's right. Northrop Grumman, that's right. Yeah, I spent 7 years at Northrop. Ugh, God. Hello from Kentucky. Hello. Charleston. Which college? Charleston. What's up, Instagram? I'm also on TikTok too. You're handsome. Thank you. Good days and bad though, but I'll take it. Okay, so let's talk a bit about dating. Harsh truths of dating. It's my favorite subject. I don't know why. You guys know, like I was kind of doing this kind of mentoring, kind of coaching thing for a minute I was helping guys and girls with the dating stuff. I don't necessarily do that so much of that now, but I still love talking about it, and I've always loved talking about it. I don't know why. It's just always interested me. It's always interested me the dynamics between men and women. It just does. I think I just have some common sense when it comes to this stuff, and I enjoy talking about it. That's why I do these lives. So let's talk about harsh truths about dating. The biggest thing, what I'm talking about today, is that I mentioned this in my video that I just posted, which is why men are frustrated with modern women wanting nice stuff from men, you see. Now, on one hand, I get the argument. I totally understand. The argument is simple. The argument is she only wants me to show, for the things that I can buy her, which I don't think is true necessarily. I think in some ways girls might joke about it and they're like, oh, I like this guy because he buys me this, he's rich, LOL. It's a cute little fucking thing to joke about with your gals. I get that, but that's not really what women want. Not really. They might like a guy to pay for stuff. They might like a guy to take him out and take him to cool places and do some fun stuff. Fine. Nobody's arguing that point. That's okay. But I don't think they really want to find that when it comes to like meeting and dating a person they want to like actually be in love with and actually have a family with. Most women want that. Okay. Now, the ideal for most women is the obvious one, that they're going to fall in love with some rich, successful, handsome man, and then they can start a family with, have kids with, whatever, and all the boxes are checked at once. That's the ideal. Hardly has it ever realized, but it's the ideal nonetheless, right? So I think their intentions are good, and there's also perks. And when you're dating, particularly as a woman, just putting yourself in the shoes of a woman is just obvious. The things that women want from a man are things that would obviously elevate their life. And why would they want anything else but that? Why would they want something that keeps them where they're at? Why would they want something that keeps them or brings them below where they're at? Why would they want any of that stuff? Obviously, you want to date a guy that can uplift you. Of course, financially, economically, socially, whatever. All of the above, whatever. That's ideal. And you got a window of time where you're the most marketable. You put yourself out there. You're eligible. Bachelorette. Meet, mingle, align. Fine, good. Men, though, see that kind of angrily. And I don't think, and here's the problem with men. I don't think that men are actually upset with women. I think they are, but I think instead they're more upset with themselves. They're mad at themselves that they're not now in a position to get the things that the women that they want. Do you guys understand? So they look at a woman and they perceive, oh, she only dates guys that are ballers. So I'm mad at myself because I'm not a baller and could even be in that league. That's really the issue, you see? And so they didn't just get mad and just comment the worst stuff on their posts or pages or whatever. And go, oh, well, you only want to date these guys. You're probably such a bitch in real life. They'll like do that shit to sort of backwards justify why they're not getting the woman or women that they want. That's really it, you know. So then they comment mean things on their posts. They make a podcast and talk about how they should be under the thumb of men. You know, whatever. Okay? So it's really just all that anger and frustration is entertaining, but it's just a projection of their own inadequacies. That's it. Women just sort of hold men to a standard. Now, this is to say that I don't think that women are some mastermind manipulators and are like trying to get men to elevate. I don't think that either. No. But I do think women do that instinctively, naturally. They reject you now because you're just not at the level that I think I could get. So that then frustrates men, and then that forces men to elevate their level, of course. And then they try again with her or someone else like her. Whatever. Right? And then they eventually do find success. So I think it ends up sort of like an invisible hand elevating men. Because imagine if every man got exactly the type of woman they wanted right away when they're, I don't know, as soon as they hit puberty, 15, whatever. They would do nothing. They wouldn't improve their life at all. So I think it's an inadvertent way to improve men. And where they're frustrated, I think men straight up should use that frustration like a compass for their life so that they can go do the things that they feel inadequate about to elevate themselves in a way that improves their life that they wouldn't otherwise have. Just say it. Okay? So I just don't understand the frustration. Why be mad at women? They want nice stuff. They want bags. They want jewelry. They want necklaces. They want bracelets. That's dope. If that was your girl, you should adorn her with all those things, even if it costs you an arm and a fucking leg. Why? Because if they're walking around town and that's your woman, that's dope. That's a flex for your woman to be iced out or whatever, right? And people see that and go, oh shit, that's his girl. And then she looks fresh. Dude, that's a flex. Way better than the opposite, which is, nah, stay at home, you get nothing, don't leave the house, and I'm only going to spend on me, it's all about me. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. And I don't think men quite understand the value in decking your woman out. Just you know, if she's rocking around with a $40,000 necklace and an $8,000 bracelet and 3-carat diamond earrings and an Hermes bag, people can go, oh shit, that's his girl. Damn, he must be doing good. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just an obvious thing. It's a flex. If you're driving around that G-Wagon or an Aston Martin or something, that's a flex for you. That's dope. That's dope. So, I don't know. I'm not understanding the frustration with these guys. And I hope they listen. I hope they listen to me. Right. And I hope they listen to me because it just is the truth. It's just better for men to have women that are also about it. If you're imagine a guy pours all of his cash into himself and his own life and making himself look good and adorn himself and all that stuff, but his woman walking around dusty. That makes him look like a faker or something, some sort of imposter. You know what I mean? It's just silly. I just bought the brand new Platinum Escalade, and she don't even want it. That says a lot. Fine. Fine. What if a woman doesn't want that, and she just wants his friendship and being around him? That's fine too. That's fine too. But let me tell you something. If you buy your woman a diamond chain, a diamond necklace, and a Tiffany's bracelet, and give her a Prada bag or something, she might not want it actively, but she's gonna appreciate it and she's gonna actively wear it. Not even just because you got it for her. And then by default, walking around town rocking that stuff, she's just gonna look dope, and it's gonna make you look dope. You should do it. Trust. Oh, sorry, I lost my. There we go. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. I carry two Prada bags. I love them. I carry two Prada bags. What? I think you're meant to say Prada, right? I carry two Prada bags. I love them because they're Prada, and I wear them with flip-flops. That's hilarious. But if you kind of got some nice as a woman, if you kind of have some nice pieces like that, then you can like mix it up. It's all good. You still got the nice stuff. You can accessorize whatever, right? It looks good, even if you kind of dress it down. Whatever. Where are you? Where are you? I'm in Beverly Hills, California. It's beautiful. Yeah. Amen. Fine. What it means if a boyfriend has a girl best friend? Well, it probably means they smashed, but I don't know. I don't know what that means for you. I don't think that you should be jealous and sit there and dwell on it. Oh my God. Hi. Hey, Happy New Year's. I've missed you. Oh. Happy New Year's, Carrie. Welcome back. Good to see you. Let's see here. How has this mindset helped you in your dating life? Me personally? Well, here's the thing. Like, I don't sweat it. You know? I just, when it's appropriate, when it's time, I gift stuff, whatever. I know they appreciate it because they wear it, rock it, whatever. But I don't like think about it. I certainly don't hang it over their head. Do you ever date guys that like buy you something nice and then they hang that shit over your head? Like they always mention it. It's like, bitch, you bought me that 6 months ago. What the fuck we still talking about it for? You get what I'm saying? Like guys will do that. And that's gross. Yeah, it's gross. That means they're insecure as fuck, you know? And they're not making enough. If you're making enough money, you should not be sweating. Oh, remember that $2,000 thing I got you that whatever the time? Last year, I got you that. What does that say? Like that kind of shit's dumb as fuck. Fire and forget is the policy, boys and girls. Just, there you go. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. The end. That's all. They wear it, they wear it. They don't? Okay. Forget about it. Let's see here. True. Let's see. What else? Hi. He got upset. Whoops, sorry. He got upset and then bought me jewelry and flowers, but at first I didn't want to accept. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing, ladies. If you're dating a guy and then they suddenly buy you something nice and you've never had nice things before, like you've never had guys buy stuff for you or you're younger, like if you're like early 20s, you've never had a guy buy you nice stuff, or you're like late, whatever's nice to you is relative, geez, right? So it's relative to you, right? So what is nice to you might not be nice to somebody else, whatever. So it's all relative. But suddenly he comes in and buys you something dope. I'll give you an example. A girlfriend of mine, this was some time ago, years back now. I won't say who it is, but this girl, I got really sick. Like I had like an infection in my leg from a B12 shot that like hella got me really sick. Like really, really sick. There's something wrong with it, whatever. I don't know. Ended up in the hospital. Now I was really infected. So it was a shot in my leg. It got really, really infected. I was fever, really, really sick. It was here actually. It was a couple years ago though, but I was here. My master bedroom's upstairs, and I would walk down these staircases. I don't know if you guys can see this. There's this crazy staircase here. I would walk down the staircase, and I was legit, swear to God, hold on if I can. I swear to God, I was on the floor, right here, kind of right where I'm pointing here, fucking sick. Had some fever, sweating, so sick, delirious, had no idea. So crazy, crazy infection. And I'm from the South, so for me, I was like, I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to do that stuff, you know. I'll tough it out. And then I was sick. She calls me. I don't even know what I said or anything. Next thing she knows, she shows up. She knew, I got to double check about this, but she had the access codes to my maid's quarters. So she walked in the back door, walked in the house, picks me up, swear to God, picks me up off the floor, like on her shoulder like this. And I'm like screaming because my fucking leg is so painful. If you guys ever had a serious infection, it is fucking serious. Okay, so she stuffs me into her car, and it's just horrible. She brings me to the hospital, and they were like, I swear to God this happened. The doctors started IVs right away, all this stuff, and they're like, if you came in here an hour later, you would have sepsis in your brain, which is, I don't know if you guys know what that means. That's like, you're fucking sick, and you're going to die. Like, that's poison in your brain, okay? Sepsis is poison in your brain. And it pumps all through your body. And so They were like, if you came here an hour later, you would be really, really sick or dead. And you know, for all intents and purposes, she saved my life. And so, you know, that Christmas, it was during December. So that Christmas, I gave her like a $45,000 diamond necklace as a thank you, but, you know, for saving my goddamn life. Sorry, I mean my life. But also as like a, you know, concession. And she wears that stuff even now. And it's like, she had never received a gift that size before. That sizable before, and you know, when I gave it to her, she cried, and so she didn't want to accept it because it was way too expensive. She had never handled stuff like that before, and so, but I insisted, and she reluctantly accepted it, and that's the way it should be. If he buys you something nice, you can be reluctant. You don't have to, you know, want to accept it, but he should insist. He shouldn't say, oh, well, you should be appreciative of all this stuff. And that's what some guys will do, which is fucking crazy. But you should be able to like, oh, that, you know, I don't want to accept this too much. I don't feel I deserve this or whatever. That's a fair thing to say, especially as a whiplash response to something really nice. Fine. But he should insist, and he shouldn't hold it over your head for the next, I don't know, 2 years or whatever it is. Just give it to her, forget about it. And that's just better. So, I'll tell you this, if he's holding anything he buys you over your head, that's a huge red flag. And second of all, it's kind of standard to not want to accept something that is high value out of price for you. But you know, as long as he's a good dude, he should insist and you should be fine. He should force it on you, but he should be like, no, it's fine. Trust. Hey. Hello. Hi guys. Okay, let's see here. I'm from the South too. Nice. My neck of the woods. Them's my people. Love your place. It's gorgeous. Thank you. Where are you from? Are you a fan of cigars? Yeah, actually, if you guys look, I have. Sorry, it's so weird. You see right here. See there? That's a custom little cigar box. And I like, geez, this is so unhinged. Hang on a second. I got to tighten this up. This keeps moving around. Are we good? I swear to God. Okay. It's a little finicky right now. The stand that's there. I didn't spend the time tightening it up. Next time I will. Anyways, yeah, I smoke cigars, but I used to smoke them way too much. I'd have my boys over. We're smoking cigars. What I did is I installed a crazy movie theater screen outside of my house and right in front of the hot tub, so it goes and comes down, big laser movie screen, and then we'll the pool's always like 90 degrees, but the hot tub's like 98, and so hot tub, big movies, guys and girls, and I'll have all my guy friends that are here. We'll pass out cigars, smoke cigars and stuff. So yeah, I smoke cigars heavy, and I was smoking cigars like 3 times a day. I cut that back though. That's worse than vaping. Smoking cigars will fuck you up, your teeth. Okay, yeah. So I can't talk about cigars. Anyways, don't smoke, kids. Okay, but no cigars for me. Yeah. Do you have kids? No. Hello. I mean, if you have a hot tub, that's fine. What's up, guys? Yeah, he has no kids. No, I don't have any kids. Not married, no kids. Nothing like that. Not yet. Maybe one day. We'll see. The right woman comes along. You're so handsome. I love cherry cigars, yeah. So as soon as you guys started talking about cigars and smoking, I got an age restriction on my TikTok. I've never got that before. That's new. Whatever. My advice to everybody... Don't smoke, guys. Like, literally just don't. Even if it seems dope, it isn't. It will mess you up. It's not worth it. Once in a blue moon, maybe. But I was smoking too much. Don't do that shit. It's not dope. Okay. Yeah, he's drinking an energy drink. Yeah, I have a date tonight. I'm going to go out. So, yeah. Let's see here. Hey, Giselle, what's up? Good to see you. Hang on. No, wait, that's fine. What's your story? Oh, God. I just went over that. I don't want to do that one again. What is your zodiac sign? I'm a Libra. I used to like, because here's the deal. So, hold on. I got time, and then I got to go. Listen, I've always been very analytical. I was in college. I studied physics and math. I was very like science by the book. Astrology, there's no way, you know. And then I will say, as I've gotten older, I've read this big book of horoscopes, like this thick. You open it up, you can find your birthday, the day, and they're like, I'm reading this thing, and I'm like, what the hell? I have sense. I'm like, well, maybe all these apply to me. So I'll go to I flip to the other pages, you know, looking at some other random thing, thinking they're all going to say general shit that applies to everyone. I look at this and I'm like, actually, this isn't me at all. And I go back to my page and I'm like, this is exactly me. And how the hell they knew that blew my mind. I don't know. And so as I've gotten older, I feel like there might be something to this stuff. Maybe not as specific, maybe not, you know, I'm not trying to use that as some way to feel like I have some sense of control in an otherwise chaotic world. It's not like that. I just feel like there's some similarities to me in this particular avenue than any other one. And I don't know. Maybe they're onto something. I'm open to it. You studied physics? Yes. Have a great day. Okay. For sure, mind-blowing. Can be. Could be. I wanted to set you up with my daughter. Well, hit us up. Hit me up. Bye, Anson. Okay. Dating while celibate. I don't know. If you're celibate, if for religious reasons, whatever, do your thing, or personal reasons, it's all good. Just, just close that up front. Make sure people aren't frustrated or feel like they're wasting their time or getting bait and switched. I think that's the best policy. Honesty is the best policy, and just be congruent. Don't try to say stuff to people that's not who you are, and just be you, man. That's it. And then you'll have more fun. When you're trying to be somebody you're not, or just try to like be somebody you think they're gonna like, that's the worst. Because you think you're doing a good job trying to impress them, and that might be the goal. But what that really does for you is that it just makes you have to be uncomfortable during the day. Or whatever. So when I'm with people, I just stop giving a shit about like trying to say stuff that they'll appreciate or whatever. I just go and have fun myself. The end. And then also that goes both ways. If I'm not having fun, I'm just like, kind of bored, and I'll be nice, polite, but I'm not going to spend my time doing anything I don't want to do. It's facts. Then it's been working out for me, man. I think you guys should try it too. South Carolina, not South Florida. Okay, listen, guys. I got to go. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. We'll be on tomorrow. When I say we, I mean the collective we. Me, I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be talking to you guys. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. We'll see you again. Bye. As soon as I can figure out how to turn this off. Okay, bye-bye.